What's up YouTube, PokePrimer here, primed and ready to deliver you our Week 13 team builder here in the NPBF. Potentially what could be our last team builder, just depending on what things are like at home when it comes to uploading it and whatnot. Hopefully I'll be able to get up at least the NPBF and AABL to you guys. If not, then I apologize sincerely as of now, but I will do my very best. So, regardless, we will see what happens, but this week is probably one of the most important matches of our entire season, mainly just due to pure, unadulterated bragging rights. I'm sorry that you just saw that. I'm just trying to resituate things over here. But literally, this match is for pure and unadulterated bragging rights. We have the top two seeded teams in the league facing off, with us, the Penula Primarinas, taking on the Jerusalem Jirachis, who are currently 11-1. They just suffered their first loss a week or two ago to the Asia Pacific Pilot Swines, in what was a very solid matchup. And despite him picking up a loss, I don't expect this to be an easy match by any means. This is still going to be a massive struggle of a match, and I'm not looking forward to this matchup. So, I'll explain why I think I have his team pretty much predicted, but I'll explain why once I get done with this. But his team consists of Landers, Therian, Chansey, Alolan Muck, Galvantula, Ambipom, Typhlosion, Dusclops, Musharna, Golem, and Mega Gyarados. So out of those mons, I'm going to say right now the Mega Gyarados comes, the Dusclops comes, Typhlosion comes, Galvantula, Chansey, and Lando T. The reason for that is, out of all of his games, I'm 99% sure he's maybe brought one variation where he didn't have all 6 of those mons. I think he brought Musharna one time. That was it. But other than that, I don't think I honestly don't even think some of his other team members have seen the field, because the other grouping has done very well. So I'm going to prep more heavily for those mons. But just so you know, like I'm recognizing that the mons exist. I just don't think that they're going to show up. That's just my thing. So his Z Crystal user is Landers Therian. He only has one. I think he used his swap at some point in the season and then traded it away or something. I don't know. Let me actually peep that real quick. He didn't. I guess he just never declared it. It happens to the best of us. It's whatever. But yeah. So to take his team on, we are going to be starting off with Ron Weasley, our Weavile, Expert Belt with Pressure for its ability, Knockoff, Icicle Crash, Substitute, and Focus Punch. We are running Max Attack, Adamant Nature, 8 HP, 4 in Defense, and 244 in Speed. That 244 in Speed allows us to outpace a max speed Galvantula, which is nice. So we can really fuck that thing up. We have the sub because we can sub pretty easily in front of things like the Chansey and the Dusclops without any real issues, unless they go straight forward Nightshade / Seismic Toss on that turn. Then they'll see that we have sub, and then they're going to obviously just go straight for their damaging moves more regularly. However, if they don't expect the sub, we could potentially have them go for like a Thunder Wave or a Will-O-Wisp or something, and we can get a free sub up in their face and then start doing some massive damage. Knockoff is obviously one of the most important moves in this match to get rid of the Eviolites on the Chansey and the Dusclops, but obviously still to get rid of items on other things as well. Icicle Crash is here for that Lando. If it's not scarfed, we can pretty much blow through it. With being adamant and everything, Icicle Crash, because he does have a double Intimidate core between the regular Gyarados prior to Mega Evolving and the Lando. Even at -2 attack, Icicle Crash still OHKOs, Lando T if it's an offensive variant, which is pretty cool. And then we have the Focus Punch. Focus Punch is cool. So Sub Punch, Weavile. This is our way of breaking through Chansey. It does a minimum of 75%, which is crazy to think about. But it does a massive amount of damage to a lot of other things as well. It has a good chance to put in some serious work against his team, so I'm really, really excited to continue to use this set. So hopefully it will pan out in our favor. The next mon we are going to be bringing is Natsu, our Mega Charizard X. We're getting a very interesting set this week. Max speed, max special attack with a hasty nature, 4 into our physical attack. We have Hidden Power Ice, Dragon Claw, Swords Dance, and Roost. So Roost is important to keep our Charizard healthy. Obviously, Swords Dance is going to be nice for our Dragon Claw, because realistically, he has no Fairy-type Pokemon on his team. So if I can get up in SD, I can pretty freely just click Dragon Claw and do massive, ridiculous damage to just about anything, which is really nice. And then we have the HP Ice, because typically in standard play, because I'm pretty sure he plays a lot of it, Landorus is like a hardcore switch in to Charizard. So hoping that it works that way here, and we can catch him on a switch in with the HP Ice, so we can potentially nuke that thing straight out the bat, which would be really awesome. So hopefully this set can work in our favor and pick up Charizard a couple more kills so he can stay on the top of the kill leaders. The next one we're bringing is Urate, the Rotom Wash, holding the leftovers Defog, Will-O-Wisp, Toxic, and Volt Switch. We're bringing the dual status this week because Will-O-Wisp is important for a couple mons such as Lando, Muck, Ambipom if it showed up, Golem if it showed up, Mega Gyarados. However, Toxic is also important for the really bulky things like Chansey slash I don't even remember. For the Chansey, that's what I'm thinking about. Chansey. It's the Toxic is for like the Chansey, the Typhlosion, which would get a Flash Fire boost off of our Will-O-Wisp, or Dusclops, so we can really whittle those things down, because outside of Chansey, he doesn't really have any Cleric support, so we're going to do our best to pressure the Chansey as much as possible. We have the Volt Switch to keep ourselves with some momentum, and then we have the Defog to really keep up the momentum. And last but not least, we have Defog. I literally just put Defog on Rotom because I didn't want to be taking too much hazard damage, and this is also my best way of getting rid of sticky webs if he does bring the web strategy with if he brings the webs with Galvantula, Rotom can come in cleanly because he does have the Levitate ability, and he can just kind of ignore the webs and then defog them away, which is really, really nice. So the next one we're bringing this week is going to be Tongue Game, our Licky Licky, Wish, Heal Bell, Dragon Tail, and Knockoff. Wish to keep the team healthy, Heal Bell to remove those statuses. Very important as a cleric. We also have the Dragon Tail. Dragon Tail is here because A, my opponent does not have any fairy types, B, it's constant damage, and C, this allows you to bounce them around the potential tag team scenario we went with. That's crazy cool. Sorry, I just kind of zoned out a little bit. We have the knockoff again for the EV-Lite users. Dragon Tail, because nothing is immune to it, so we can keep cycling them throughout our hazards and whatnot. or through any hazards we're able to acquire, which would be nice. And put the 4 into speed so that we can speed creep a min speed Chansey, which is cool. So that no matter what, we will always outspeed it, which is nice. And then, yeah, that's our Licky Licky. Next set's going to be Dahlia, our Roserade, who isn't shiny or female, and I'm sad about it. We have Choice Scarf, Roserade here, Toxic, Leaf Storm, Giga Drain, and HP Ice. There's nothing wrong with the fact that we don't have Shadow or Sludge Bomb. Mostly just due to the fact that we don't have any grass types there or anything that Sludge Bomb actually would threaten, so there's no point in throwing it. Sorry about that. So, Scarfed, Technician, Roserade. The HP Ice obviously just tears through Lando. Then they went with a more, then I basically just went with the grass offensive with the Leaf Storm / Giga Drain, because Leaf Storm will still tear through Lando if it can, if it has to, but I don't think it wants to, but it's a good big move for like Mega Gyarados to smack that thing up. Giga Drain is nice as well. I liked, should cry out of this. Alright, so now let me have the Scarf Toxic, because a couple things might be able to switch in pretty easily, and the Toxic puts them on a timer and puts some pressure on. The last model we bring in this week is Discount our Silvally Ground. Bring in Silvally Ground because I need more things to hit the Muck super effectively. I need more things to hit the Typhlosion super effectively, etc., etc. And I have an anti-abuse problem, so I don't know why I just said that. I don't even know. I'm so tired. Anyways, we have this. We have Silvally Ground. It messes up the Muck, which is nice, as well as the Typhlosion, like super effective damage wise, which is cool. We have Parting Shot to keep things whittled down like stat wise, which is always nice. Ice Beam for the Lando, we can mess that thing up as well. We can knock out the Lando potentially if we get a good enough roll on certain turns, and then we have the Magic Coat. Magic Coat is kind of a cool little tech here, because this is more than likely going to be like what we lead with. So there's potential for us to lead against something like if we lead against something like Chansey, or if we lead against something like Galvantula, we can go immediately for the Magic Coat, bounce back their potential hazard or whatever they might want to set. That way we can have that way we can beat them down, and it'd be really great. So thank y'all for watching. If you guys have enjoyed, make sure to leave a like down below and subscribe if you haven't already. I apologize that I'm so tired and I'm like babbling nonsensical bullshit halfway through the video. My apologies entirely. I'm so tired. I will probably be going to sleep very, very shortly. So thank you for enjoying. If you guys have, make sure to leave a like down below, subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time, I'm PokePrimer, signing off. Peace! I know you guys don't like my post-coms. I know the post-coms aren't as fun for the NPBF. I don't like doing the post-coms for NPBF, but it had to be done. I was tired and busy doing literally like 15 things all at the same time when the battle was like set to happen, so I just kind of rolled with it. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. We'll just do this. Fuck it. We'll do it. We'll do it post. It's fine. But you saw our team builder. You see what we're bringing. He does in fact bring the Chansey, Lando, Typhlosion, Mega Gyara, Galvantula, and Dusclops as I predicted. So hopefully this match goes well in our favor. So let's hop in. He's going to lead Chansey as I lead with my Silvally. I'm going to Magic Coat turn 1 and bounce back his Stealth Rocks, which works out really well. Why am I on the opposing side? We're going to Pardon Shot out then after that and go into our Weavile directly, as he's just going to go ahead and set up his Stealth Rocks. So I'm going to actually go for the sub here as he's going to switch. So it gets really, really nice here. Unless he was Scarf, this could have been a problem, but it was not. It was Focus Sash, so we're able to knock off and get rid of the Galvantula. We're going to go for a knockoff again, as we do see that this Typhlosion is in fact Choice Scarfed. So we're going to be able to knock out the Typhlosion though, which is really dope. And then he goes on to Gyarados here, and we have it set so that you have to make a turn 1. So I think that he's like, all right, he's at -1. He actually predicted that I would have Low Kick. So I guess he calced for what Low Kick would do. So he's actually, I'm gonna set up tighten my focus. He's gonna Mega Evolve and go for the Dragon Dance. It's not gonna matter because Focus Punch, even at -1, guaranteed Okos or knocks it out. So he's gonna go now into the Landorus, and I'm like, all right. So he's already had a Scarfer, and even at -2, Icicle Crash does Oko. Well, he actually turns out to have double Scarf this week, which is really, really cool. Really, really nice bring. So he's going to be able to knock out the Weavile. He's going to go into the Dusclops, as I'm going to be able to go into my Tongue Game, the Licky Licky. I'm going to knock off that thing's Eviolite, making it much easier for me to deal with. Then I'm going to go for a Wish, as he's going to Pain Split, get some HP back. I'm going to switch now into my Charizard, as he's going to actually Pain Split and lose some HP because I do get knocked down to half by those Stealth Rocks. I'm going to Mega Evolve here, go for the HP. He's predicting the switch, but he does not make the switch into the Landorus, which is unfortunate. I'm going to go for an SD here, as he's going to Nightshade me again. I'm going to Roost up here, as he's going to go for the Haves. So we're in kind of a weird state of flux, but I'm going to go for a Dragon Claw here, as he's going to go for a Nightshade. Chip me down a little bit. I'm going to Roost. He's going to be able to Pain Split back up. So we're in kind of like a weird flux here where it's just going to be kind of like we're just trading moves and stuff. But I'm going to go for the Double Dragon Claw here to try to finally knock him out. He's going to go into the Landorus. So I'm going to switch into my Rotom on this thing because I know now that it's Scarfed. He's going to go straight for the knockoff though, which is going to do a big chunk of damage, and we're going to lose our leftovers. I went for the Will-O-Wisp here. I knew I should have gone for the Toxic or the Volt Switch immediately, but I go for the Volt Switch the following turn, as I'm going to go now into my Licky Licky, as he's going to go for a Seismic Toss. So I've basically, like, my Licky Licky I've accepted is going to go down. So I'm going to go for the knockoff, get the Eviolite off of the Chansey here, as we're both going to be getting chipped by our burns, and I'm actually going to set up a Wish, as he's going to be able to knock out my Licky Licky. Now, I'm going to go into my Charizard here, go for the Roost, as he's going to go for the S-Toss, but the Wish is going to come through and bring us back up to 89%. I'm going to go straight for the Dragon Claw, which is going to be able to knock him out. I'm actually just going to stay in and sack my Charizard here. I was hoping maybe he would overpredict. Like, my thought process was maybe he would go for something else to maybe hit the Rotom, because Rotom was such an obvious switch in there. However, he did not do that. But that's understandable. So we're gonna go into Silvally here, and that's gonna be game, because Silvally is a very bulky boy. We're gonna eat that Earthquake even with a crit, and we're gonna be able to hit him with an Ice Beam and knock him out, picking up a big 3-0 win over the Jerusalem Jirachis and cementing ourselves entirely as the #1 team in the whole league. So, GG to Gavino. Fantastic game. Absolutely stellar. Really, really enjoyed this one a lot. Thank you all for watching. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like down below and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, I'm PokePrimer, signing off. Peace!